Welcome back, beauties, to part 2 of our season premiere of Beauty and Me with Tina. Today, we are talking about the roles we play as women. We play so many roles in life: mom, wife, caregiver, business owner, employee, cook, nurse, therapist. The list goes on and on. We make sure to love and take care of our loved ones, all while forgetting ourselves. We are very important in all the amazing roles we play. We take on as women. We must remember to take care of ourselves so we can continue to be amazing. It's hard sometimes because it feels like there's never enough time in the day for everything that needs to get done. You have so much on your plate and it's hard not to feel like you're falling behind or missing something. But no matter what role you're playing or how many different hats you wear at once, you have value. Your life has meaning. And no matter how busy things get, your well-being should always come first. If you don't take care of yourself, then who will? My guest today wears so many hats. She is a co-founder and all the way from India, Swapnicah Jain. I will chat with her after these messages. Deandra Nair artistry is just what you're looking for. From everyday glam to a gorgeous bridal look and everything in between. Deandra Nair artistry is here to give you the edge you need to stand out from the crowd. Deandra Nair has been crafting looks for a long time. She loves helping people feel confident in their skin and showing them how amazing they really are. Book your glam spot today at deandranair.as.me or visit her on Instagram at deandranair_artistry. Hi, Bellas. Welcome back to Beauty and Me with Tina. I have a wonderful guest here. I've worked with her before. She is amazing. So, Nika, please tell our viewers about yourself.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Tina. How are you doing?
How are you?
I'm well. I'm really well. It's really cold here in India, and I hope the weather is good there. About myself, so it's a long journey, and that's why I have to think about myself and what exactly I have to tell you. It's been like almost 12, 13 years that I have started my entrepreneurial journey. I was 21 when I started. Right now, I am running a digital marketing agency. I am a speaker. I'm a coach. I coach people for digital marketing. I coach people for entrepreneurship. I help a lot of women. I try to work with a lot of women entrepreneurs because, so digital marketing, you have a an availability that you can choose to work with whoever and whatever kind of people that you want because everyone needs it and it is a vast area. So when I say digital marketing, it can be something which can start with only social media marketing, and it can be something which can go on to creating the Snapchat filters and Instagram stories and all of that. So it's a lot, and we do everything. So we do advertising online, we do social media marketing online, and we help people with. So I've also worked with women entrepreneurs or other entrepreneurs who have just the idea and now they are running a successful 6-figure business as well. So starting from their idea to their branding, to their website, to just helping them how to set up everything, then helping them with the social media, influencer marketing and whatnot. So it's a great thing.
You wear many hats. You're a very busy person. So what made you want to be a multifaceted professional?
So it's just I didn't choose to start like this, and I didn't choose to be like this. I just enjoy a lot of things, and one thing is settled, then I move on to another one. And I think every woman is like that, I guess, because That's how we women are, structured. So we manage our kids, we manage our family, and then we manage our business. So I keep on learning. I started, as I told you, I started as medical biotechnology, studying that. And then I went to writing journals. And then I went to, just doing my own Google certification courses and moving on to different things. So it's just that I enjoy the learning, and then I enjoy the process, and then I really enjoy to share all of this. So how I started giving the coaching and how I become a public speaker is I really like to share the knowledge that I have. So, whether it is just about the work that I'm doing, whether it is about how to manage my life and how I actually run this business, whether it is just training people on how to become good task managers, how to manage their task in a great efficient way. So it's just that whatever skills I keep on learning, and luckily I have a lot of hobbies and I like to work, so it's just I can't sit idle.
I understand the struggle with that. I can't either. So I completely understand. It's like
Yeah,
it's in
I
our
know.
DNA to keep moving and stay busy.
Exactly, exactly. So now it's with the age and everything, with the experience and all of that, it's a little settled now. But earlier it used to be like I want to do this, I want to do that. There was a time when I wanted to become an RJ. I wanted to go on a radio and just do a show. So I just wanted to do everything and anything that is coming my way, and it's just so there's actually a book about it as well. But I have been following this that every day when I get up, it's just a question for me that what is the challenging thing and the most exciting thing I'm going to do today. So I just go with that, and it keeps on the everything just keeps on coming my way, and I just keeps on doing it. So that's how we're doing this interview.
Okay. So you did say you were in the medical biotechnology field. Why did you leave that field?
So I particularly didn't leave it. Okay, so it's actually you have to go a little more behind it. So I wanted to become a doctor, and then
Ah,
yeah,
that
and
explains a lot.
exactly. So I wanted to become a doctor. Then when I was studying for it and when I was giving the exams and all of that, then I realized, okay, this needs a lot of studying. And I was like, oh my god, I cannot really spend my 7 years in of life in just studying and getting to that post and all that. Then I realized, let's just be in this post and do something which is related to medical. So I just went ahead and I just made sure that this is something. So that's how I went into medical biotechnology. Now, by the time I finished the course, by the time I finished my graduation, I realized that okay, there are limited opportunities that you can go ahead with this, because I wanted to become a scientist by the end of the course. And then life happened. I got married, and because of the marriage, I cannot really go into the job that I wanted to. So I just took the first job that came to me, and it was really interesting. I was an assistant medical journal writer. So I used
Huh.
to, yes. So I used to write the US journals, the medical journals in the US, and actually not just write them, but also, so it was the final draft that used to come to me. And within that job, I realized that, okay, I like writing. And it's not just medical writing. Why should I just concise myself to medical writing? I started my blog, and then I started writing anything and everything. So I started writing blogs, I started writing websites, and then somehow it moved on. So my partner just said that you're doing a lot of writing. Why don't we start a writing business? And that's how this business started.
Okay. All righty. So you actually beat me to one of my questions because I wanted to know how
Yeah.
it got started.
Yeah.
So your entrepreneurial journey started almost 21 years ago. What was the first thing um that you did as an entrepreneur?
First thing that I did as an entrepreneur would just be sure that this is right, and I just went ahead. Yeah, so it was a tough decision. So we were just sitting together, me and my partner, and we decided that we'll start with this because I was doing a lot of writing and I had writer friends. So we just said that let's begin and start with a writing agency and let's see how it goes. So and then I had, at that time, I had no idea about how a brand is established. So I just went ahead first. Okay, so the first thing that I did, I just went ahead and researched of how to start a brand. And that's where I realized that for starting a brand, I have a team, I have the skill. Now I need a website. So people need to know what I'm doing, right?
Mhm.
So in the physical world, you need your visiting card, but in the virtual world, everyone wants to see you. And when I started, it was a website that was really necessary. Now, a website is necessary, but along with the website, you have to have a good social media presence as well.
True.
And you would not believe, being a complete non-technical, non-software background person, I actually, so with my partner, we actually created our own website, and it was actual HTML website. So that's what the first thing we did as
Okay. Wow. All right. That's a lot of work.
yeah, and we were enjoying it, that's the beauty of starting something, and that I tell to a lot of people who start their entrepreneurship journey, and then a small stepping stone come in and they just think that this is not working and all of that. The kind of joy you feel when you first thought that you this is going to be your next step and this is going to be your next life, next 5 years. So within the journey, most of the business people and most of the entrepreneurs actually forget about the joy, and they just feel so stressed in the journey that they're like, okay, this is not happening, that is not happening. That's all of it is part and parcel of life. Nothing can go exactly how you want it to be.
So
Right.
true. So true. If it went perfectly, everything would be perfect. Everything would be simple and easygoing.
Yeah, and everything would be boring.
True. We get bored after a while. That's very true. So
Exactly.
with everything in life not being perfect, as mentioned, with all your success, has there been any failures that made you want to stop what you're doing
Oh,
or made you learn a lesson to push forward?
yes, a lot of failures. So I don't think you can talk to anyone running a business or even in the job. I feel there's
Mm.
no one in life who's not faced any failures. As I said, it's part and parcel of the job, it's part and parcel of your life. There are failures personally, there are failures professionally, and some failures can actually hit you really bad. um I have been working only with the brands which are international brands, okay? And most of them are from the US and from the UK. It's very difficult to be sitting outside of the country and actually working with people who are from a different country at all. So that's something which is itself very challenging. Um, and then there are different failures, so for some people, the definition of failures and the kind of failures are different. So there are failures where you fail to give time to your family. There are failures when you fail to reach the exact goal that you decided. There are failures where you cannot reach to the financial level that you want your business to be reaching in that particular time period. There are failure, and most of it, when you run a business, there are failures when you have resources and the resources are not working. So you have people working for you, and the next day there are no people working for you. They just quit.
That's true.
Exactly. So all of this happened. Everything of it happened, but it's just, as I said, you can't really stop. If I would have stopped, I would not be sitting here. So there's one saying which I actually read. Everyone is actually living the dream that they were dreaming some years back or some time back. but they don't just realize it right now. So you're already in a dream that you're already living a life that was once your dream.
Interesting. I've never heard of that, but I think if we all sit and think about it, it's
Yeah,
probably true.
that
We
is.
sit back
So
and think about it.
there are small achievements that every one of us just don't notice. That there are small achievements that every one of us keep getting. So that's the difference when you get older, and that's the difference in a kid. So if a kid wants to get a pen, he's so happy to get a pen, or he's so happy to get
Yeah.
a toy. But when you get it, it's just a toy,
Yeah.
What's my next thing? So yeah, so that really hit me hard, because when I read that, I actually looked at everything I have right now in my life, and it was actually what I was craving for 5 years back. Yeah, so I was saying that you should actually practice this if possible. Try to write. So generally, everyone, and whenever you meet a coach, whenever you whenever you read a self-care book as well, you will always read that we should be creating a bucket list, and it is general also that we create a bucket list, right? Try to create a
Right.
reverse bucket list. Sit with yourself. Yes, sit with yourself, maybe
Okay.
once a week only, and write 5 to 10 things in your life that you've already achieved.
Okay.
It can be things, it can be relationship, it can be how you have overgrown as a person, how you have overgrown a situation or overcome from a situation. Anything that can be in your reverse bucket list that you have already achieved. Okay. Say for example, you've been eyeing to go to your Europe trip, and you have done that. It can be just a Europe trip, which is an official trip, but you've done that, right? So so try to write, and this can be done every week, because sometimes. So for example, if you crave for ice cream and you just had the ice cream, you don't realize that you have it. But then when you write it, you're like, okay, I had an ice cream 5 times this week. So that's so it is actually, so when people tell you to be grateful and gratitude and all of that, it becomes boring. But when you just go ahead and create your reverse bucket list, I cannot tell you how interesting it is, how much interesting, because you can go crazy. Oh my God, I've got this, and this is exactly how I got what I was dreaming about. So so it's very interesting.
That makes a big difference. That it shows gratitude, but it puts a little spin on it.
Exactly.
I really like that. I'm actually gonna have to try that. I really like that. That's a different way of showing gratitude for what you have and realizing, even though you may not be where you want to be at that point, you're actually where you want to be 5 years ago. So that's a really good way to look at that.
You should always have a bucket list, but you should not forget where your roots are. So that's what I said. You're already living a life which was your dream 5 years ago. It's exactly the same thing, and it can be 5 years ago. It can be 1 year ago for someone. Some people really grow faster. So it can be, but you're living a life that was your dream once.
Okay.
So it's that. Yes.
Hi beauties, it's yours truly, Tina F. Foy. In celebration of Women's History Month next month, yours truly will be hosting Pearls and Pumps High Tea in Atlanta. Please visit eventbrite.com for more details. See you soon.
The serum you've always wanted to try. The cleanser you've been dreaming of. The primer everyone's talking about are finally available. Get your glow on with Bella by Tina Foy. Skincare you love with values you believe in. Visit us at bellabytinafoy.com.
Come on. so here we are back. This is another look available on jmccraestyle.com. Tweed, white and gold. We both know luxury. All right, so all of my ladies speaking on stages, my professional women, I bought this with you in mind. This is perfect if you want to set the tone, professional, luxury, wealth building. You always want to think, what is the message that I want to send? Dress it, talk it, be it.